The home factor so significant, as it always is. And the national anthems that are about to get going will give everyone here a flavour of what kind of support this Welsh team has. Italy's team gets set to receive the kickoff from Hanna Marshall in this final home match for Ystad Minak. What a put! And Wales have a penalty right from the off. A physical start, Amber Reid, for the Welsh, and as we've seen so often, they really bring the fire from the off.
Yeah, physical start and a nerve settler, just building themselves into the game. Italy kick the ball back to them to give them a chance to attack, and they'll be really happy with that start.
Shrug off those would-be jacklers from Wales, and they play this nicely between the hands. Here's Tonelotto. Aggressive from Wales to shut down one of the most important players in this Italian team, the open side flanker.
Defence here.
Yeah, there's a critical tackle there from Orin. Tonelotto made an impact, potentially a little bit high, but I think Tonelotto's been fantastic in open play, so you can't let her get any gain line, any space.
Take two for Wales with the lineup, and Wakely is right on target this time. Marshall, good feed, and the backs are going to work nicely. Using the forwards to do it as well in Georgia Iono. Locked forward with a big carry, taken at the back nicely by Italy. But Wales all offside. Welsh penalty. Hasn't found touch, and Wales are going to get out of jail there. Put to the floor by Kristin Kone.
Hanna Marshall lucky there, she just dropped her left shoulder and swiped across that ball, potentially going for a little bit too much down that touchline. A bit too bold in terms of eking out those metres, but they get an opportunity at a scrum here.
Sean Jones, the scrum half, knocks this into the midfield, and now they are going away with Karis Hughes, and for Jason, legs taken just as she entered the 22. Last-ditch defending of a very brave kind from Italy. Now Mek from the first phase, and so close for Jason on the outside.
The quality of the basics from the Welsh backline here, everything is out in front, no player has to break stride, which allows...
Not quite the platform they would have liked, and Wales take the chance to land a shot on the Italian back three.
Yeah.
This is back to Lavinia Pratichetti.
Backwards!
And that's put to the floor. Not backwards, however. Hughes. Crossfield kick for Picton Powell. Just not the bounce for Savannah, the open side of this scrum.
Set!
Including for Jason, so she may well be the target runner here. Jones off Metcalf and Marshall. And now Jones decides to put this high to the skies. Good bounce. Diketti taps and goes. Karis Hughes, no trouble here, and she can set things up for a counter. And coming round is Marshall. She'll put her foot to the floor. Ball almost taken off her in contact. But illegally so, Wales with the penalty.
That's really tough. The ball almost landed in her lap there, and she just had to almost let it roll across her onto that Welsh side. But again, these Welsh backs look like they are on fire.
And Marshall makes some good yardage.
Blue on the line. Blue! Back. Thank you.
Burrows in. Jones. Bell. That's a good line from Cat Stewart. Not quick ball, but Marshall still runs the play. Muck. So Jones, now Robin Davis. And Stella Oren here. Lovely hands. Picton Powell finds herself on the edge once more.
Italian defence can be when they stay disciplined. They're well organised, they hit hard.
Pratichetti coming up with a chip when she needed a hoof. And Wales comfortably keep it in with Marshall. Lucy Moyoli for Jason. That's decent defence, all right, from the left winger.
Behind the ball, which is harder to find that distance.
Backwards!
Metcalf pops this up. Marshall has found some space out of nothing. Hanna Marshall racing down the touchline. She's in touch in the end. Well, she was completely upended. The Welsh number 10.
The right to jump in above the tackle. Penalty against red. Yeah. Captain?
Did she
Captain
hurdle
Blue?
the attempted tackle?
Captain Blue.
That's what Chloe Pell saw.
There's no foul play. Your player is jumping across, above to avoid the tackle. It's a penalty against you.
There's a wonderful break,
Out,
spots that
out,
space
Laura,
down the
out.
outside. Lovely little step, but you can
Stand
just
back
see
on.
she almost takes off on the outside of the attempted tackler of Moyoli.
She jumped.
Pulls a try. It's Eric Yellow who was biding her time brilliantly, and she scores it. Another one for the attack.
Yeah, again, another player who's really led by example, wearing that captain's armband. Wales giving Italy this become crucial.
No,
Great take from the restart by Wales.
Your feet.
And penalty comes with it. That was superbly done.
Your feet.
Freya Bell, who raced after the ball.
Majestic catch through the air as well. We saw it a couple of times last week, a couple of retained kick-off from the Welsh.
She has been consistently good in so many departments, Freya Bell, across the 3 matches. Marshall wants a little more space to work things here. Picton Powell, and that centre partnership was closed off there. Hughes, Seren Singleton, good step on the outside, and then she fights away the first defender.
No, Blue, you don't.
And Italy too eager again.
It's the speed of ball at the moment that's causing all sorts of problems for this Italian side. It's so fast from the base. Sian Jones wanting to get the tempo high, and it just means the Italians can't get around and set, and they're fixing that problem by giving away a penalty, by going off feet, by competing too hard at that break.
In the last round, these two nations were both the fastest starters to a match. Italy against England. Marshall to try and level up the scores. Now, she wasn't too far away. Distance was there for Hanna Marshall, but it is Italy 7, Wales 5. Good take from the kickoff. Really consistent player, Robin Davis. The error count, well, it doesn't even really start, the error count from Robin Davis. Just hasn't ultimately with the final say in this. And they play quickly. Marshall taken. Player and ball. Hanna Marshall's done really well just to keep that. But
signs of what we've seen in previous games, particularly that fast start against England last week.
Georgia Iono in defence works it back. Wales taking no time to has yielded a penalty. Such a solid customer in contact, Singleton.
She fights hard, she's got a never say die attitude. She finds that fend to start off with her footwork, and then she just keeps driving her legs to gain anything extra she can, which buys her support.
Now it is out to the backs. Marshall, big looping pass over the top. Hughes takes it cleanly. She needs to keep this alive. Great presentation. Singleton comes in at scrum half.
No, blue, release.
Now the 9, Sean Jones takes over. Wales are well set here. If Marshall can pull the right strings, and for Jason is exactly the right option to head into contact. Metcalf now. Wales so close here to taking the lead against Italy.
Red.
And at this point they slow it down to make the next move the right one.
No, blue back.
The forwards crowding round. Anyone could finish this off. Wakely involved. Marshall now wants Picton Powell from close range to do the damage, and right on cue, Savannah Picton Powell picks her moment and undoes the Italian defence. It's a 4th try of the campaign for Picton Powell. She's scored in every match. The go-to player when close to the line, and she's done it again.
Fantastic finish. She's got two players trying to hold the ball up over the line there, but I think the balance between Freya Bell and Picton Powell, it just means that the Italians can't spot who's going to run that hard line. They both swap their kicking game, their running game, passing game, and their carry game. So you can see they shoot up high on Freya Bell, which allows Hanna Marshall just to play Picton Powell, and it's a great finish.
Marshall converts.
The fact that they've played so much together will really help now and also moving forward.
Red retreat.
Marshall, what a stunning kick from Wales's number 10. A spiralling kick of beauty from Marshall. 50-22.
That was a phenomenal kick. You could tell she stopped, she didn't want to go outside her 22. She set the ball on that angle and she put every ounce that she had through that. Take a bow, Hanna Marshall.
With clean ball and now fast ball. Marshall. Hughes off the floor for Jason, but
we spoke about fighting contact a couple of times throughout the first game and this one, but Molly Wakely is definitely up there, one of the players that gains those extra yards.
Take it into contact and holds firm. Marshall, Picton Powell, just bouncing around. Gets it back from Metcalf. Bell, Marshall, again a familiar setup for Wales. For Jason comes into the line this time, rather than staying on her wing. But that Italian defence holding firm, and they and Co quick to try and get this ball back. Marshall.
Retreat, red.
Great distance on this again. Moioli has misjudged it and leaves herself in a difficult position here. Kicked out to touch by Mastrangelo. Just about into touch by Mastrangelo. That's the end of the half, and this one, Kekati in the red scrum hat. Pratichetti now worked to Kone, who's brilliant on the wraparound. She gets it to Moioli. Wales' turn to stay solid in defence. They watch the numbers really well. They've done their sums, and they, on the floor, work the penalty.
Italians have those dangerous runners, but they're just getting a little bit too flat, which means that the passes aren't out in front. It stops their run, allows the Welsh defence to recover, and Hanna Marshall does a fantastic job. Targets the ball straight away, stays strong, and just beats the Italian support.
When the opposition number 10 can pinch a ball on the floor, the whole team on the opposite side need to take responsibility for that. Marshall is also the smallest player on the park. but how brilliant from the 10. And now she's set this move away, and Wales charging forward, but that part with the chance to restart for Wales, and Davis the go-to. Another line-out ball secured by Wales's second row. The play off the back is intricate, and it's worked along to Singleton, and she's having to work so hard for every metre she's making today, Seren Singleton, not finding the space she has in previous matches. Freya Bell, the first receiver. Marshall just puts this downfield, but Pirpiliu taken by Singleton. Good one-on-one tackle from the Welshwoman on the wing, down the blind side, who drove it over from close range. Marshall puts it up and contestable, and Wales have done that brilliantly again. I don't think any nation in this competition has looked as composed at securing their own ball on the re. Davis, Marshall, Molly Wakely braces herself for contact with
more of the 10-metre line rather than the deep backfield. It just means they'll have extra numbers in that space and be able to contest rather than Freya Bell.
Sets off. Sian Jones, though, can't get the ball away.
Advantage!
Italy have swallowed this up, but they've given away a penalty. Marshall at scrum half. Bell. Stewart. The impacts that Kiara Pearce is making this afternoon since coming on are monstrous. Picton Powell, good hands. Karis Hughes to Singleton. She's cutting back. She's close. And Wales in the backfield. Pratiketi, lots of time to pick her way forward here. This might not work out well for the Italians, though, because Marshall, Singleton and Picton Powell are all together. Pirpiliu has done really well on the tackle. Here's Singleton. Edichiello rolls away quickly, and Italy have the penalty at the end of all of that. Well, that could have gone either way. Chances missed on both sides.
Pratiketi playing with fire, in my opinion. In terms of the distance she's got on her boot, it's not huge, and she's just played to a side where you've got Seren Singleton, Savannah Picton Powell, two of the most lethal runners in this Welsh side, along with Hanna Marshall. And she's put it into that space. She's lucky that she found ground, because there was only one Pirpiliu.
Yeah, it's between you and you. It's between Red and
Sorry, chasing all on her own. And she does such a good job. You've spoken about the quality in defence of that back three. That she has to make that tackle. So she does so well. And then again, the Italians competing in that breakdown. There's a great shot on Hanna Marshall.
Can you come back on?
And that's a full-on judo throw on Hanna Marshall, isn't it?
She doesn't shy away from the contact. Have you spoken that she's not the biggest player on the park? Hopefully that's just a bit of cramp that she can run off. But she puts herself around, both in the carry and not afraid of the jackal as well.
We've seen that today. It was a brilliant jackal earlier on from Hanna Marshall. Mastrangelo. Straightening of the line by Kopat. Now this is Cittadini. Italy looking to strike quickly again.
There's no advantage. 10, offside. Come closer to you.
So Marshall, Hanna Marshall offside.
10, offside.